Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
We're joined on the Starline by an actor, producer, writer, and voiceover star. You've seen him in the Basketball Diaries, Band of Brothers, and The Offer. His latest project is about the 1950s Italian-American boxer Willie Pep in the Featherweight. We welcome James Madio.
How are you? How's everything?
Absolutely great. James, let's go beyond the mic. Pep retired in 59 and 64 came back to fight Jackie Lennon. Why was Willie's story one you were so passionate about?
Well, we fell upon him at that comeback. That's when Willie was making his comeback. I think getting to know his story and his backstory and what he's been through, his accolades, his rise, and then his fall from grace. And it was just a great story to tell. The man is the winningest boxer in history. He held the title for a long time. He broke his back in a plane crash when he was champion of the world and came back and won another 100 fights. And now you're talking about this is a time when people fought for 15 rounds. And he fought probably once every 3 weeks. And was one of the best defensive boxers of all time. Just his story in general, the fact that he had 6 wives, the fact that he had ties to the mafia. There's just so much about him. So we fall upon him when his life is sort of a little bit in turmoil. His father's sick. His 4th wife is leaving him. He's got no money. He's living with his parents. So that's where we fall upon it. So why not tell Willie's story?
Over 220 wins after all his adversity. The pandemic postponed the movie from even getting started.
Right.
How did overcoming that adversity help you?
That's a good question. It's, Willie's motto was keep punching, right? So I think that's what we did. We were trying to get this movie made for so long and we just weren't going to quit. So we sort of took a page out of Willie's book and keep punching, be tenacious, get this done, stay concentrated. And that's what we did. Nothing was going to stop us no matter what. No matter it was a union strike, which happened as well, COVID, which happened, we were shut down and then up and running again. Just movie making, independent filmmaking at its best. You had a lot of hungry people wanting to tell the story.
Why was using locations in Hartford important for the story?
Well, honestly, I don't know how we could have done it without Hartford. They opened their arms to us. They greeted us. They wanted their local hero story told. I mean, we had so much at our disposal when it came to locations, when it came to catering, when it came to production value. There was no better place than to shoot this in Hartford. It was great. And actually, to walk around Willie's hometown as Willie, dressed up as Willie, and hear Willie's stories because everybody knew Willie. That was just an amazing thing to feel and do. So it was a real treat to be here.
Which fact in Willie's story amazes you?
I tell everybody this, and I don't want to give too much of the movie away, is no matter what was going on in Willie's life at this time, whether the divorce, his father passing away, his son on drugs, him having no money, what he did at the end of the day is he just wanted that to all go away so he can go back into the ring and fight. He wanted to get back into the ring and fight where he knew how to win because he's losing outside the ring. He's losing everything outside the ring. And his mentality was, I got to get back in there. I got to feel that fame. I got to feel what it is to get back in that ring, hear people cheer my name and get that moxie back. And that's what he did at 40-something years old. I believe in 1965, the New York Times put out an article of the top 10 human interest stories. And one of those top 10 stories was Willie Pep making a comeback.
The Featherweight is the movie. James Madio joins us beyond the mic for the Rockin. James, all this is 8 random questions. Answer with the first thing that comes to your mind.
God, I love it.
There's absolutely no pressure.
Shoot.
Best thing about your daughter, Evelyn Rose.
Oh, my God, her smile. God, I love that girl. You make me miss her.
Where's she at now?
She's probably she's in Ohio, maybe getting on the bus to go to school, that little thing.
Favorite beer to drink with a friend?
German beer.
How about the best thing about a dog?
The loyalty.
Who is the one person you would love to film a movie with that you haven't done before?
I'd love to work opposite Daniel Day-Lewis.
Why?
I just think he's one of the best actors of our generation. His preparation, his intensity, his character development, just everything about Daniel Day-Lewis. It'd be a dream come true and a bucket list to stand across from him and shoot the breeze eye to eye on a movie set.
How about your favorite film festival?
Oh, I'd have to say Venice Film Festival. That was amazing. That was beautiful. I got to go there with my wife. So it was like a mini vacation. We got to, walk, eat, and drink fine wine.
Best memory at Lehman High School?
But my best memory was cutting out of school, going under the bridge and and having Jello shots. When I did a movie called Hook years ago with Steven Spielberg, where I played a lost boy, and me and Dante Bosco, who played Rufio with the hair, we did a 25th anniversary of Hook with the Alamo theaters, and they flew us all around the country. And one of the Alamos we went to was Lubbock's, and it was amazing. I loved it.
What's the one thing your wife, Catherine, depends on you to do?
Wake up in the morning while she sleeps. Yes, I am the morning guy. I get up with the kids, and she puts them to bed.
James, what's your best memory of Scott Calvert?
His patience, Scott Calvert. He had very patience, and I miss him dearly. He's a hell of a director. When you're dealing with young stars like DiCaprio and Wahlberg, it was, and shooting in New York City, he just had so much patience, and the way he commanded a set, there was never, ever, you never seemed like it was stressed. And when the captain of your film and your ship oozes confidence and patience, that trickles down to everybody, and everybody treats each other that way. And that's the way a set should be ran.
Let's sneak in a couple more with James Madio. His film is The Featherweight Beyond the Mic. Quote, I thought I was invincible, and after that was never the same, unquote. What's the one question you would have loved to ask Willie Pep?
Oh my God, there's so many. I would have loved to ask him why. Why could he not find love and find a good woman that he can stick with? Not saying that his divorce or the woman was any bad, but I mean, 6 wives, and they were all younger than him, and going through and repeating the same mistake. Why did you repeat the same mistake with your wives? Why did you repeat the same mistake with your finances? Why couldn't you just get it together?
What's the one mistake you do?
Probably the same thing. The same mistake I repeat is obviously you just want to be able to find longevity and stability in the industry. So, you want to not, walk your way back down the ladder in this industry.
What do you want to tell your fans?
Well, thank them, number one, for, enjoying my films and my television shows from decades, and, thank them for being loyal, and tell them to get out and see The Featherweight and watch The Penguin. And, I hope I can continue to bring them great television and film.
So why will people love The Penguin?
I think they're going to be extremely surprised at the transformation of Colin Farrell, number one, and the relationships and how deep these characters are, how broken these characters are. Because this is incredible writing, incredible filmmaking. I mean, we have the top of everything at our disposal as far as producers and writers and acting and locations. It's just amazing. We actually shot it in the Bronx, where I was born and raised. So to go back and actually shoot where I was born and raised 30 years after I started my career and be shooting a DC show, I mean, come on, you can't get better than that. Forget about it.
It's time for One Big Question with James Madio Beyond the Mic. James, how did getting The Featherweight finally shot, edited, and then get award after award make you feel about your tribute to boxing?
It was a 12-round bout. Literally, it took 12 years. So this was a 12-round bout, and at the end, we won. I hate to use that metaphor, but we won with a knockout blow by going to Venice and winning all these awards and getting a theatrical release. And also, it seems to run the trend of Willie saying, which is keep punching. Willie always said, keep punching, don't give up. So I feel like that's what we did. I mean, me and Steve Loft, the writer and producer, were never going to give up on this project, no matter what obstacles we hit. There was a few rounds that we lost, and cleanly lost as well. But we just kept on fighting. We got a great crew, a great director in Robert Kolodny, great producers, great editor. We had the power of Appian Way, which is DiCaprio's company, behind us and making some phone calls. So, it was just a nonstop fight.
He loves the smile of his daughter, cut class in high school to take shots underneath the bridge. And he wants you to watch The Featherweight, available soon, streaming and online. James Madio, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
I love it. Thank you, Lubbock.
And that, my friends, is a Beyond the Mic shortcut. If you're enjoying these conversations, please check out another Beyond the Mic episode to find more actors, artists, and people you need to know. We'd also appreciate a like and subscribe on the Good Pods app.